Glad to hear. Glad to hear you're awesome. Let's do this, yo. You ready, baby?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this one up. Just one more, Meerkat.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras running. We got the last camera getting ready to start. So let's get it going here. Yeah. Guys, you're watching the Power Couple Show.
Yeah, welcome, guys.
Thank you for the hearts over here. Thank you for retweeting this and liking this, Cash Lenders. We appreciate you. Paolo's just about to get this stream going, and then we're gonna start off nice and strong and rock it out here, man. Are you guys excited to be here? Guys, it's Friday. This is the last episode of the week before we start again on Monday, man. There we go. So let's do this, yo.
Bam.
You're here. What's up?
Now I'm streaming.
Now you're streaming. Good.
I'm just waiting for that thing to pop so then I can turn it.
All right. Boom. Turn it. Here we go. Let's do this.
So we are live. Cool. Awesome.
We got all 4 cameras running.
For those who are coming in, let me just fix this for a second. Okay. That's better. Maybe too much. Yeah,
that's good. As you block all the cameras.
As I block all the cameras.
All right. Let's do this, baby.
And as I black them a little bit more. Cool.
Perfect. There we go.
Oh shit. Alright, cool.
I don't know why you have this thing so damn long. Alright, that's alright. Let's get started. Come on, baby.
Alright, guys. My name is Policy Q.
My name is Cassandra Lee, and together we are the Power Couple. Welcome to the Power Couple Show. Live Monday through Friday,
10 a.m. Eastern.
On Meerkat, Periscope,
YouTube, and thepowercoupleshow.com.
If you're watching on Meerkat, Periscope, or YouTube, make your way to thepowercoupleshow.com sometime throughout this show or at the end. Baby, tell them why.
Bam. You want to go ahead and do that because if you go to thepowercoupleshow.com, we're going to be giving you access to a free PDF called The 7 Ways to Becoming a Power Couple, and you can join our free VIP list because we are going to be launching the last 50 episodes of the Power Couple Show, right? And you can actually be one of the first couple of people that get access to that that we're going to be putting together, and we're going to be doing the Power Couple Club as well.
Yeah, we're excited about that. Cash Lender said, what happened to the I Am a Business Show? Well, if you are subscribed to the I Am a Business Show, you would have gotten a notification that it was rescheduled due to a webinar that we were having yesterday. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. But
the I Am a Business Show, we're going to be doing it Monday through Thursday, simply because of the fact that on Fridays, we're going to be out in the city. Okay, we're going to be in the city working something else there. So we're not going to be doing it on Fridays anymore. So it's Monday through Thursday. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Let's get to it.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's do it.
Actually, I need to get something.
I
need to get something. So, baby, just start off with today's topic. Let me pass by you.
All right. Cool. Awesome. So today, guys, of course. Okay. Let's do an evening show. Okay. That's what Cash Lender is saying. He wants to do an evening show. We're thinking about it, man. We just find mornings to be just that much better for us. It works a lot better for us. So, we'll keep that in mind, though. Appreciate that. So, again, guys, today we are going to be talking about, an evening show. Okay, people want an evening show. But today we're going to be talking about give them a role. Okay, I think I mistitled this thing. Okay.
Yeah. Let Paolo explain.
I don't know. I went in the bathroom like, babe, what's today's title? And she's like, and I could have sworn. Okay. I could have sworn. What in my mirror it just timed out.
Well, it's called give them a role. And I don't know why he.
And I said give him a role. I thought that she said give him a role.
Because it doesn't make sense to only talk about the husband. Because I think, right, we got this topic from the episode when we did 5 ways to get your spouse on board, right? And one of those ways is to give them a role, not just him. Like sometimes the wife isn't getting on board, so I wanted to make it unisex, and I guess he didn't hear me correctly.
I was thinking, I'm like, man, this doesn't make sense. But I was like, whatever. Maybe it's just my ego. And I was like,
it's never about one person in the relationship. It's about both of them.
Well, I don't know.
So I don't know why he did that. But it's all good, right? It's all good in the hood. So we're going to get to it. But we always start each episode. Thank you for restreaming this, retweeting this, right? Liking this. Mama Gardner. Go follow her. I really appreciate you. So let's get right to it. What's up? Let's do it. You ready, baby? We're going to start off with love words.
Yeah, love words, man. We're starting off with love words. And the reason why we start off with love words every morning, as you guys are here, is because we want to really, really just kind of really drive the point home that, you know, no matter how you wake up, no matter how the day is, no matter what your situations are, that we should be encouraging each other's spouses. We should be uplifting them. We should be recognizing them. We should be loving them. What's up from Turkey? How you doing, my man? Okay, we want to make sure that we're just showing them love, man, because, you know, if we want to taint everything up, and we don't want any voids, because voids create problems, and it just creates space in the relationship. It's very important that you always uplift your partner. You always inspire them. You always just love on them, right? Because everybody wants to be desired. Everybody wants to be felt good. What's up?
Thank you, Mom Ledger, for retweeting this. Go follow the Mom Ledger.
The Mom Ledger. Damn, Mom Ledger.
We appreciate you guys. All right, so we're going to do love words. Are you guys ready to participate? Get with your spouse, look into their eyes, and give them reasons why you love them.
Why you love them?
What? He turned Mexican or something. Why you love them? Those were Asian, right?
Why you love them?
Why you love them?
That was totally funny.
Yeah. All right, so
What's wrong with you?
let's do this. Here we go.
I think I know why.
Baby, just leave it alone before you mess up everything.
All right, cool. All right. Hey, baby. Thank you, man. What's up? So, baby, I just wanted to take this moment to just love on you. And I wanted to say that green and brown combination brings out your eyes, and you look so amazing. Your eyes. No, seriously, you really have really cool eyes, and I just, it's so cool to look at them. I mean, what's really cool is that as you get older, you're gonna get older, and like you're gonna be 60 years old, and you're not gonna look the same. But your eyes are always gonna be good to look at for the rest of our lives.
Baby, you're gonna look ugly as heck when you get older, and I'm just gonna love you regardless.
Hold on, is there anything on my body that
Absolutely not. There's nothing.
Oh God, that's so messed up.
Your smile will always be the same.
What if my teeth are messed up? All right.
Oh,
cool.
then maybe not.
All
No,
right.
I'm just kidding. Baby, I love you because you take care of me, man. Like,
Oh my gosh.
you really do. Like, I love the fact that you just, like, you take care of me. You're so affectionate to me, especially in the morning. You come over here, you give me kisses on the cheek, and then you make breakfast for me, and you just really make sure that everything in the household is moving in order. And I just want to say, you know, thank you, because without you, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah. Well, baby, I want to say thank you to you because I think that there's a lot of things that you've really shown in the last couple of weeks. Like, you've been very result oriented, and I really, really appreciate that. You're not just talking about it, you're doing something about it, and you're getting results. And I appreciate you because those results couldn't have came at a better time.
Thank you. Well, I'll just leave it.
Meerkat.
Baby, I just want to say, stop shaking.
Yeah.
I love you. You know why I love you?
Why you love
Do you know why I love
Why
you?
you love me?
I love you because you're going to take me on the most amazing date night tonight. I know you got something planned.
Oh, you didn't see my face. Yeah,
Just move this
we're gonna get rid of you. Okay?
Yeah. Man, all right, cool. So that's why I love you guys. I mean, I love you. And I love you guys too, but that's why I love you. You're the best, baby.
No, you're the best.
All right, cool. So how many of you guys participated with that, right? Hey, power couple, what's up?
What up? What up?
Man, guys, we
What up?
appreciate
What
you
up?
so much. Hopefully you enjoyed doing love words. Hopefully you did it with your spouse and you laugh, you know, have a good time with it. It's a fun way to just remind yourself why you're in love, and it's a fun way to constantly uplift your spouse, right? And edify them. So
Absolutely.
you guys are watching
The Power Couple Show.
live Monday through Friday. Hello.
10 a.m. Eastern.
On Periscope,
Meerkat,
YouTube,
And thepowercoupleshow.com.
If you're watching on Meerkat, Periscope, or YouTube, go to thepowercoupleshow.com sometime throughout the show or at the end. Baby, tell them why.
You want to do that because when you go to thepowercoupleshow.com, what's going to happen is that you're going to have access, all right, to a free PDF. I'm blocking mad people on Periscope. It's like, dude, you'll never. It's like it's.
What up, guys?
What up, dude? Anyways, go to thepowercoupleshow.com. You get a free PDF, and you're also going to be getting. You're going to be joining our free VIP list, as well as when we're going to be launching the last 50 episodes of thepowercoupleshow.com. So you can actually listen to us everywhere you go. You can get access to that. So make sure you join that, and because we're going to be launching the Power Couple Club very soon.
How many guys like his haircut? He got his haircut yesterday. Anyway, thank you for blocking those that aren't on the same level. Word up, right?
Yeah, man. They just.
All right,
gosh,
y'all.
I don't understand, man. People have no life sometimes.
Let's get to the quote of the day.
Quote of the day, baby. Quote of the day.
You ready?
Quote
Drum
of the
roll,
day.
please.
Quote of the day. Quote. Okay, cool.
Well, there should be a theme
Quote
song
of
for
the
this.
day. Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
That's enough, baby.
All right, cool.
All right, so here it is. A lamp cannot play the role of the sun, and the sun cannot play the role of a lamp. Woo! Woo! Fuego.
Yeah.
No, you're awesome. Fuego, guys, how awesome is this? Okay, this is by Amit Kalantri. All right, Amit Kalantri. Now, today's episode is about giving your spouse a role. Okay, giving your spouse a role. And so I love this quote, baby, because a lamp cannot play the role of the sun, and the sun cannot play the role of a lamp.
Yeah.
What does this mean?
Man, when I look at this, right, a lamp cannot play the role of the sun, and the sun cannot play the role of a lamp. Is that everybody serves its purpose, right? Like everybody, appreciate it, man.
Nice.
Anyways, everybody serves a purpose, right? And like everybody serves a role. And I mean, that right there, even though both lamp and the sun give light or shine light, both don't do the same thing. A lamp, when you look at it, is probably good. It's probably useful just in a room or in a room, right? But the sun is important for everybody, man. The sun plays a major role. So it's like two different things, but they serve two different purposes. And vice versa, if you put a sun in a room, we all dead, man. We're gonna get fried, right? And the same thing with the relationship. The same thing with both of us. The same thing with you and your spouse, right? Like what your spouse is amazing at, okay? That's what she needs to be. That's what she needs to be doing. And what you're good at, you need to stick with what you're doing. But at the same time, you like what we talked about yesterday. You guys should play a role in each other's in what makes you both happy, right? Play a role in seeing the fact that your spouse is in their purpose. Your spouse is stepping into what they love to do, right?
See, the cool thing about that is that the sun and the lamp both provide light. They both do the same thing, just one does it on a larger scale and the other does it on a smaller scale. And so when you talk about how do you get your spouse on board, understand that let's say you're the sun, you cannot get your spouse to be the sun.
Yeah. No,
you have to figure out what is their role and let them operate in that. You can't push them to be something that they aren't. It is just not going to work.
That's important.
The example I gave was you cannot get a harp, right, the instrument, to sound like the drums. And you can't get the drums to sound like the harp. You know, you have to use each person for what they are good for. You have to use each person for what they're meant for, their purpose. And when you understand this, you're able to operate on a more effective scale, you leveraging each other's strengths towards the same common goal or vision. This is why I love that quote. If you loved that quote, put it in the comments below. Say, boom, shakalaka.
Boom, shakalaka.
If you really like that quote, guys, you're watching The Power Couple Show live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern on Meerkat, Periscope, YouTube, and thepowercoupleshow.com. Guys, if you're watching on Meerkat, Periscope, or YouTube, make your way to thepowercoupleshow.com, baby. Tell them why.
You want to go to thepowercoupleshow.com because when you go to thepowercoupleshow.com, you're going to be getting a free PDF, which is the 7 ways to become a power couple. And you're also going to be getting more insight and updates. And we're going to be launching the last 50 episodes of thepowercoupleshow.com. And we're going to let you know how you can get access to that. So make sure you join the free VIP list. And at the same time, we're also going to be giving you updates on when we're going to be launching the Power Couple Club.
Woo! I actually love the fact that you guys actually commented boom shakalaka, which is awesome. So we're going to move on to the next part of today's episode. You nailed it that time, Pete. You totally did. All right, check this out. The next portion of this episode is the challenge, okay? I want to talk about a time that Paulo and I may have found, very challenging in actually giving each other a role, where we weren't on board with each other's dreams, goals, or visions, and how we were able to overcome it.
Easier.
Here.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hopefully the glitch is gone now.
Cool. I hope so too. Okay. Cool. So.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, one of the things I remember actually was when we were doing martial arts, and this actually happened to be where, I mean, you were so accustomed to having so many responsibilities at such a young age that
it's very difficult to delegate.
Yes, I mean, you were used to it, and when I came into the picture, you know, I wanted to grow, man. I wanted to be able to help her out. I wanted to take some of the weight, some of the burden off, so I can actually, you know, give back. And I wanted to grow. I wanted to feel like I was being used, right? So it was very hard for her to let go of a lot of the responsibilities that she had, because this is the role that she played. So, you know, it was difficult, right? But here's what happened. Like, we worked through it, and she started to realize that in order for me to grow, in order for this relationship to grow, she had to give me roles. She had to give me roles. And, you know, whether you're in a relationship where maybe you might be the stronger person, or maybe you're just a little bit more ahead than your partner, is, you know, you want to be able to delegate some of those roles, because sometimes your partner just may feel useless, right? And when your partner feels useless, it kind of hits them a little bit. It doesn't make them feel confident, and it doesn't make them feel like willing to do or hop on board on a lot of the plans that you want, because every time you think of doing something, they feel like they're not going to be used, right? So they kind of disconnect. So make sure you do an absolute, make sure you do your absolute best to delegate some of those roles. I mean, that's one of the times I remember that.
Yeah, and it was hard for me. I remember being like I just love doing this. Is that, like, when I get it done, I know I'm going to get it done right. Should I really delegate it and, you know, see it get done wrong, or, you know, leave the possibility that doesn't get done at all? You know what I mean? Like, all these things are coming into play. But I remember, like, giving him a role and just seeing him flourish. I think that if it wasn't for me giving him a role, I don't think he would have found a passion so much in, like, sales and closing and, like, business, period. Like, you do so much from that.
And even, like, in my purpose, man, when I think about it, like, if she never gave me a role, like, there's a lot of things that had to be done at the martial arts business. And this is just an example, but, you know, maybe you can relate to it, where, you know, there's a lot of things that had to get done, and some of those roles were really crucial to what I was going to step into. I mean, you know, a lot of those roles were leadership. Some of those roles were communication. Some of those roles were public speaking. Because as an instructor, you had to learn all those things. I had to learn how to, you know, and those things not only have been so important for where I am today, but they've also served as important life skills, like important life skills that I needed to acquire in order to step into the man that I am today. Not that I'm, like, you know, amazing or anything like that. I'm still learning, but where I am today is because of those roles that I was working in, because she gave me those responsibilities.
Yeah.
And you have to understand, your job as your you know,
as a husband
or a wife is to nurture your spouse. Like, wherever you see that they're lacking in, your job is to somehow figure out how you can give them a role that can strengthen them, or that can increase their weakness. I mean, increase their confidence.
Right.
Because sometimes you'll see, like, for example, like when I was younger, and I used to play video games with my younger brother, one of the things that I realized was that in the very beginning, like, you know, I could have beat him in all the games. Like, I could have won all the games, you know? But there were certain moments where I would just let him win some of those games, because I wanted him to feel like a winner. I wanted him to start going on a winning streak. And the same thing with your spouse. Sometimes your spouse may be down and out. They might be on a losing streak. They may not be feeling all that. And your job is to kind of pick up on that and ask yourself, how can I assign them a role that can get them back to start feeling confident, getting them back to start feeling encouraged, getting them back to feel like they're stepping into their purpose, right? So roles serve multitude purpose. They serve a lot of purposes.
Absolutely, man. So we're gonna get into the actual meat and potatoes in just a second, but you guys are watching the Power Couple Show live Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern on Meerkat, Periscope, YouTube, and thepowercoupleshow.com. If you're watching on Meerkat, Periscope, or YouTube, go to thepowercoupleshow.com sometime throughout the show or towards the end of this. Baby, tell them why.
You want to go to thepowercoupleshow.com, because when you go to thepowercoupleshow.com, you're going to be getting access to a free PDF, which is the 7 ways to becoming a power couple. And you're also going to be getting a more inside scoop on when we're going to be launching the last 50 episodes of the Power Couple Show episodes, okay? And also more insight on when we're going to be launching the Power Couple Club. So you don't want to miss any of that. Go to thepowercoupleshow.com and get access to the free PDF. And so you can also be aware when the last 50 episodes are. The last 50 episodes are going to be launching.
For sure. Guys, go follow Brian Arnold, who retweeted this. Also follow MJ Ali, right, who retweeted this as well, which is awesome. I appreciate you. So let's get to this, man. You know, the meat and potatoes. So, you know, somebody asked a question, spouse, what if the spouse isn't accepting of the role? And someone asked us to define the power couple. We're going to answer this during the Q&A. I just want to hit the meat and potatoes real quick. Let's ask this. Why do you think, okay, why do you think one of the spouses, right, are not on board? Usually the main reason is because they feel like it's not in their alley. Like, that's your thing, right? That's your thing. You're good at this. That's not for me, okay? They don't see themselves interested, intrigued by, enjoying, or useful in whatever it is that they're doing, okay? It's just not gonna happen. Like, when Paolo first started the online business, I didn't understand it, okay? I didn't get what it was. All I did was see him blogging, and I saw him making videos, like in the kitchen. And I was just like, why is he making videos? Why is he blogging? And when I asked him, he couldn't give me an answer. It was like, I don't know. I mean, it's, you know, there's this challenge, and I'm going to do blogging for 90 days. And I'm just going to make videos for 90 days. Well, why? Well, it's going to help me with what? Like, he didn't give me like an actual clear answer. And so I figured, well, that's his thing, okay? He found his thing. Everything you said can't be done by ourselves, and we'll get exhausted without the help of God. Amen, exactly. And so I remember being like, that's his thing. He found his thing, let him do it, right? And the same thing with me, like my acting, I found my thing, let me do it. It's all surface, right? And so I remember being like, okay, what is it that needs to happen here? And so the reason why we weren't on board with each other's visions and dreams is because, one, we didn't understand what we needed to do to be a part of it. Number two, we didn't see how we could actually be useful in it, right? We didn't see. All we understood was that, hey, God gave him a gift, God gave me a gift, and we had a purpose in this world to fulfill whatever God calls us to do through using those gifts. Yeah. But we didn't understand that actually my gift is useful for his gift or his vision, and his gift is useful for my vision. But we didn't know this. Yeah. I mean, that's great, man. That's a good point that you just mentioned there, because thank you for inviting your followers, YK, and that's it. You're done, Meerkat. Yeah. I'm never doing Meerkat. See, the cool thing is this, guys, right? The cool thing is this, that when you find out what your spouse is good at, what their gifting is, what their calling is. When you do that, you can position them for success. You can position them for them to get closer to where they need to go, right? And that's what our jobs are, right? Like, we play a role in that to see where we can position our spouse so they can reap the utmost benefit of whatever they're doing, right? I don't know about you, but I don't want to see my husband doing something and I'm just watching him. Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of times where I consult with her and I say, hey, babe, like, do you believe that what I'm doing is right? What do you think about this? Or what do you think about this direction that we're heading? And she does the same thing, vice versa, right? Like, we talk to each other and we try to see, because we can see each other from a third person perspective, and we can kind of understand. We've been with each other long enough, right? Every day, practically, since we met, that we can kind of figure out what we're good at, what we're not, and we can somehow we can give each other that little bit of insight that can make the biggest difference. Just understand this: your spouse, whether husband or wife, wants to feel recognized, wants to feel appreciated, wants to feel wanted, desired. Yeah. And so when you make them feel that way, they're suddenly going to want to have a role in what you're doing. It's just naturally going to happen. Like, baby, I need you. Like, I can't do this without you. You're good at, closing deals or whatever. How do you think I should negotiate this acting contract? Things like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that stuff is great, man, because, like, whenever we feel like we're needed, it's like we not only feel good about the fact that we feel needed, but we also feel like, wow, okay, I have a role here. I have a voice. Yeah. I can say something. There's something for me to share. And that's important, right? Everybody wants to feel wanted. And I think that a good point that you mentioned was that sometimes in relationships, or sometimes when we're talking with our spouse or we're hanging out with them, sometimes we feel useless. We feel like, can I really help them out? Does my voice really matter? Does my voice really matter? Right. But when you can go to your spouse because you know what they're good at, you can bring them into your world and you can say something like, look, listen, I know that this is my acting career. I know this is what I love to do, but hey, you're good at this. Or hey,
babe, look, listen, I know you're not into business, even though you are.
Mhm.
Like, I know you're not really into business, but look, listen, I really need to figure out how to simplify this thing right now because you're so good at simplifying things.
Yeah.
Now you just, even though she's not into business, what you just did is you just took her into your world and you just made her feel like she's wanted. And you took her into your world, and now you're positioning her in what she's good at, even though it's not her world, it's yours. And it's a win-win for both people in the relationship.
Okay, here I'm just writing these questions down for the Q&A. Certain approach. Okay, so you know something that's really cool here, right? Is I totally forgot what I was gonna say, but you know when we're together, here's what I was gonna say. Here's a great exercise to do with you and your spouse. All right, look at each other, right, and say, baby, tell me everything I'm good at. Go.
Maybe you're good at acting. You're good at simplifying things. You're good at organizing things. Let me take that back. So you're definitely good at simplifying things. You're good at leadership. You're good at bringing out the best in people. You're a good connector for sure. Very people person. You're very result oriented. You are a go-getter. You love to win. You are a great cook, I think, sometimes.
Creative.
You're creative for sure. You're creative. And you are right now.
Okay, cool. All right, so he tells me everything that I'm good at, okay?
What am I good at?
Okay, everything you're good at. Number 1, you're great at leadership. Number 2, you're great at sales, closing. You're great at selling your intellectual property. You're great at building authority, building a brand. You're great at uplifting people. You're great at creating products. You're great at email marketing. You're great at storytelling. You're great at copywriting. You're great.
Okay, no more, because I don't want you to beat me.
Yeah, so I tell him everything that he's good at. Now, when I tell him everything that he's good at, what you just did is you made a list of everything you can use your spouse for.
Yeah, oh wow, that's good.
Seriously, like that literally just happened. So now that, I know what he's good at. So now when it comes to, you know, my acting career or acting business or any part of my business, I could say, baby, I need your help.
You know, this is a good example. Like, this is a good example. Like, for example, she just started like an acting business on the side, and like, you know,
started like two more businesses.
Yeah, and like
the BPY and then those.
Yeah, and like for the whole business, the whole acting thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the acting business, like I didn't want nothing to do with it, right?
And that hurt. It hurt. I want you to know how much that hurt.
Did it really?
It really hurt. It really hurt when I was like, oh man, like I started thinking so much into the future. Like, oh my God, if I get an audition or if I book something and I have to travel and have to spend months away filming something, like he's my right-hand man, he's not gonna be there because he didn't want a part in it. And it hurt.
Hold up. I'm talking about the scouting data.
Well, besides that, I mean, just like acting period, like there was times when I would be like, yo, come with me to acting. And you're like, nah, like, no, like I have to do X, Y, Z. And I was like, but I need you.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You
know, we went through a little hiccup there.
But like with the whole, like, I'm talking about what happened recently. Like,
yeah.
Like recently she started like this acting business, and like I didn't really want anything to do with it just because it wasn't in my, like, even though it was business, it just wasn't the kind of business I wanted to do. And like, I started to realize, like, I quickly saw, like, she was, like, struggling in this area, right? Not because she's not good, not because she sucks. It's just because she needed a little tweak. And I'm like, you know what? I can actually see myself having fun. Like, I play around with the numbers. I can figure out, like, I can predict how much money we can probably make.
And this is what he's good at.
Based on the numbers. I can figure out, like, you know, I can track stats.
And how much better have I gotten since you know me?
Oh, gosh. You, like, became, like, just in the first day, you became, like, 2 times better. And then the second day you became 10 times better.
Check this out, right? Remember the episode when we talked about iron sharpens iron? Like, this is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Here he's using his strength to sharpen my strength.
But like I'm going into her world with my strength, and she's allowing me. Like she's giving me that role. She's giving me that.
I gave him total control.
She gave me the keys to that role. I have responsibility, and now it's like I enjoy it. I look forward to going to the city with you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
It's fun.
You know, so guys, it's just powerful. Do that challenge. Tell each other's strengths. Write it down. Now you literally have a list of how you can help your spouse. So It's time for the Q&A. You know, you're watching. Wait, first, you're watching
The Power Couple Show
live
Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern
on Meerkat,
Periscope, YouTube, and thepowercoupleshow.com.
If you're on Meerkat, Periscope, or YouTube, go to thepowercoupleshow.com at the end of the show. Baby, tell them why.
Go to thepowercoupleshow.com because you want to get a free PDF, which is 7 ways to becoming a power couple, and so you can get the inside scoop of when we're launching the last 50 episodes of the Power Couple Show, and at the same time, when we're going to be launching the Power Couple Club.
Yeah, man. It's going to be dope-alicious. All right, time for the Q&A. You got questions.
We got answers.
All right, so you can start filling the comments with questions. I'm going to go back and answer some of the ones that you guys already put in. Brian Arnold said, what if your spouse isn't accepting of the role? Usually, your spouse isn't accepting the role when it isn't a role they're meant to complete. So think about the quote of the day that we had earlier. A lamp cannot play the role of a sun, and the sun cannot play the role of a lamp. So usually, if your spouse isn't accepting of the role that you assign them, it's because it's not the role they're meant to do. It's not something they enjoy doing. It's not in their strengths. For example, I gave this example last week or a few days ago. Let's say I'm cooking in the kitchen, and let's say Paolo hates washing the dishes. Why would I give him the role of washing the dishes? What if he likes to taste? What if he wants to be the taste tester? So I put him as a role as a taste tester because that's what he enjoys doing. Your spouse will only disagree with the role that you give them if it's something they do not enjoy doing, if it's something they aren't meant to do. Okay.
Absolutely.
Definition of a power couple: two people who come together, leveraging each other's strengths for one common goal or vision. That is a power couple.
One vision, one dream.
That's it. That's a power couple. All right. So here's another question that one of you guys had. I think it was Brian again. What if you asked for your spouse's support and it never happened? Is there a certain approach you should have?
If you ask for your spouse's support and it just never happens?
They never support you. Like, it's just like you've asked already. You've asked probably like a few times. Mm-hmm. They say yes, but they never really actually support you. Why is that happening? Is there a certain approach that he should take? Or?
Oh, that's good. Well, sometimes sometimes what happens is that I think there's a couple of ways to answer this. I think when I think about it, and one of the things that I look is if I'm asking for your support, and if you're not giving it to me, I'm just gonna go out and do it and get the results that you probably want, or get the results that you probably are gonna enjoy, and then say if you want more of this, or if you want to take it to the next level, then you need to support me. You need to get on board. I think that when you can do that, I think it's worked great for me. I'll give you a couple of examples.
Good question.
It's happened with like working out. You know, when the very beginning, I was telling my wife like, come. She wasn't coming. And what was happening is that she saw me going to the gym, and eventually she decided to hop on board because she wanted to get the results that I was getting. Right. And it's happened with the business too. Like she didn't want to support me in the business. I asked her several times, and then finally I start making money. She reaps those benefits of me making money. And of course she wants to make more money because of what money can potentially do. And she hops on board. So that's my answer. I'm not sure how you would want to answer it because I don't know. Go for it.
Yeah. If you ask for your spouse's support and they haven't given it to you, I want to ask you this. How do you ask for support?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Because if it's not clear on how you want them to support you, because this may be it. Baby, I just want you to support me. And he just says yes. Technically, he is. He just said yes.
Yeah.
But if they're not clear on what you're looking for that equals support, then
good.
You got to get clear on that.
Yeah. You got to be clear. Like, you got to be super clear.
Like this.
Detail.
So if it's hey, baby,
go ahead.
No, explain. No.
I'm going to grab an apple.
Okay. So if I'm an apple, you don't have an apple. Plum. So if I say, baby, I want your support, and he says yes, I'm like, cool. So if I ask you to go to an audition, can you please come with me? Because you make me that much more confident. Now I'm giving him a precise action that I would like to see, or behavior that I would like to see from him when it comes to his support. But if you're just saying, I want your support, that is so general. My definition of support versus his definition of support, two completely different things. Therefore, you're going to clash. because no one understands what they need to be doing that equals support. Okay, that's number one. Number two is this. It's going to be more about what tomorrow's topic is. Tomorrow's topic is have a role. Usually, if your spouse isn't supporting you, you have to ask yourself, how much are you actually supporting them?
Yeah. And sometimes too, like how you ask, I'm terrible at this and I'm getting better at it. The way I ask for it is like a hammer. And it's not good because when I come in like a hammer, it turns into a fight. It makes her like, right? I don't want to do nothing with it. And I get frustrated. And then I say, she's not supporting me. Right? But I also have to realize that how my approach, how I pre-frame it, how I open her up to the opportunity. Because you have to open everything up as an opportunity, right? Because when you create opportunities for people, people are more likely to actually wanting to do it because it benefits them. We're selfish, okay?
Right.
So like how you go about the support, like for me, it's pretty simple. Like if my wife says, hey, you know, come with me because I need your support. If she frames it a little differently and she says, look, come with me because when you come with me, you're going to start sharpening your skill set on how to talk to more people, how to communicate with more people, and how to sell. Because those are things that I value. So one of the things that you should probably figure out is figure out what your spouse values and then frame it and present it as an opportunity more than as a favor. If that makes any sense. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, man. That makes sense. Cool. So I'm going to answer another question that says, you know, how do you know if your spouse isn't being compliant or meant to do it? So for example, like if you give them a role and they're not fulfilling that role, how do you know if they are just not wanting to do it or if it's something that they're not meant to do? How do you know the difference?
There's a question again. I'm sorry.
If I give you a role and you're like not fulfilling that role, how do I know that you aren't being compliant? Like, let's say you're just like, I don't feel like doing it. Or if it's actually something you aren't meant to do.
Just ask them.
Yeah.
Here's the best question. Hey, I've seen that, you know, I've given you this responsibility, X, Y, and Z. I want to say thank you for, you know, always uplift. I want to say thank you for doing it, baby. Okay, I really appreciate you, but I need you to be honest with me. Can you be honest with me? When you use this word, like, can you be honest with me? People are more prone to be honest with you, like really tell you the truth. I need you to be honest with me. Are you telling me that, are you doing your absolute best to do this, or are you kind of not really doing it? I just kind of want to know. I want to have a better understanding if you're being compliant, if you're actually doing the things that you're supposed to do, you're doing it at 100%, or maybe this is something that there's something that you don't want to do, right? Tell them, just do that. Ask them, tell them, be honest, like be honest.
Yeah, and once you get that honesty out of them, then you'll know. You're never gonna look if you assume whether they're being non-compliant or it's just something they're not meant to do. You're not gonna do that, right? You can't assume these things. You have to know your spouse and you have to communicate these things. That's the only way you're gonna make that understanding of whether or not this is a role they're supposed to be doing.
Well, this is the biggest problem I had when I got started with her.
Yeah.
I didn't communicate, bro. I was a mute. I used to get mad. That's it. Silent treatment. Oh my God, I can't believe I used to do that.
I know, you're so weird. And then
I used to just expect her that she should know what I'm mad about.
How long does it take for you to know that this partner that you have is going to be your power partner for the power couple or whatever?
Well, it took us the first day, bro.
I mean, the first date.
But we were like dating for 8 months, and then we made the decision to like get married. But
yeah.
The first day.
It didn't take us long.
Here's the reason why it was the first date, because on the first date, there was a lot of questions that were exchanged that weren't about, you know, what's your favorite color. These questions are like, yo, what's your vision? What's your dream? What are your values? You know, like we had deep conversations. And I think that the deeper you can get with someone, the more you find out about that person. And the more you find out about that person, the more you can figure out if this is the person right for you or not.
Yeah.
But of course, you know, we prayed about it and stuff like that.
Yeah. Literally that first date, I was like, I can see myself.
She came in heavy, bro. Like,
I did. I was like,
what's
your vision?
I was being interrogated. I was like, this ain't a date. This is prison.
I really felt like, I don't know, like I just saw myself, I don't know, it was like this feeling that you cannot describe. It's just like this knowing. 4 days later, we were exchanging the words, I love you, and we actually really meant it. And then 8 months later, he proposed. You know, so there's really no time. You know, time is an illusion. Time is fake. Okay? If I say how long, 3 years being alive on this world, how long is that long?
Dude, I need like 500 at least.
You're gonna say no, because the 3-year-old they know nothing, right? There's not enough experience on this earth. But what if I say 3 years in prison? Is that a long time?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. It's the same amount of time, different circumstances that make one feel longer than the other.
I love that example. I love using this now.
Yeah. So time is an illusion.
That should be in a book.
And never ever, never use time as a measure. And that's like the biggest deception. When people get like married early, people are like, dude, but you were only dating for like a week, or it's like,
and then they end up
you don't have much time.
Like forever.
And it's like, time is an illusion. Never use time. Time is probably the biggest deception to measure the growth of something. All right. And then last question before we have to go. Is it demanding to continue to ask for support? Look, Brian, you asked a question, which was, what if your spouse thinks that their role is to let you do your thing and not interfere?
Thank you for inviting your followers. Guys, if those are on Periscope,
we have to go.
Just swipe to the right, follow us so you guys can get the daily updates, when we do stuff, okay? So swipe to the right, follow me. I'd love to follow you back, okay? And you guys are awesome.
So if your spouse thinks that their role is to not interfere and let you do your thing, you have to ask, is that the role you want them to have? If that's the role you want them to have, then they're doing it correctly. If that's not the role that you want them to have, you need to be clear on what it is you want them to do. But remember, you want to position it in a way that it's something they want to do. Again, do that exercise. Have your spouse tell you what your strengths are. You tell your spouse what their strengths are, and literally use that list and say, how can I use my husband's strengths in my vision? And how can I use my wife's strengths in my vision?
Yeah.
And literally ask them, hey, look, you're so good at this. I could totally use you for this. Please, baby, I really would love to see some of your support in this way.
Yeah.
Don't just ask for support. Give them clear, precise action that they or behavior they need to have that equals support. It's not demanding to continue to ask for it. Keep asking until you get it the way that you want it, and you have to give it back. Guys, tomorrow's episode is going to be about you having a role, not just giving a role.
Next week.
Sorry, Monday.
Next week.
Monday's episode is going to be about you having a role in your spouse's vision. Instead of, today we talked about you giving them a role.
Yes,
we're going to talk about you having a role in your spouse's vision, guys. Our first date was in New York. It was at one of my auditions. We went to the city, went to Toys R Us. We had a good time. Do a weekend shows. Maybe our weekends are pretty packed. See you guys. Have a great day. You're the bomb. Guys, you're watching
The Power Couple Show
live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern on Meerkat, Periscope, YouTube, and
thepowercoupleshow.com.
If you're on Meerkat, Periscope, or YouTube, go to thepowercoupleshow.com, baby. Tell them why.
You should go to thepowercoupleshow.com because you're going to be getting a free PDF, the 7 ways to become a power couple, and you can join our free VIP list to get the inside scoop when we're going to be launching the last 50 episodes of the Power Couple Show. So we can be everywhere, man. We can be in your wallet, we can be in your pocketbook, we can be in your ears, we can be in your brain. But also when we're going to be giving you an inside scoop, when we're going to be launching the Power Couple Club.
Woo-hoo! Guys, let's go, baby. This is
The Power Couple.
No, your name.
Oh, Policy Q.
Cassandra Lee, and together we are the Power Couple. Oh, God. Yeah, baby. What the hell's
All right, cool. All right, ready? Here we go. Ready? My name is Policy Q.
Cassandra Lee, and together we are the Power Couple. That was so whack, babe. Anyway, you guys are the bomb, like tick, tick, boom.